Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? I just got out of the shower, getting ready, did my morning skincare routine, getting ready for the day because my cousin Caroline is coming to pick me up in a half an hour, and so I am ready for Cousin Fun Day. I am so excited to go and run around with my cousin for the day, but I wanted to get on here and have to tuck my very long hair behind my ears, which I do in almost all my videos now. I wanted to get on here and do my weight loss update before I leave for the day, because I don't know how long I'm going to be gone. It is currently, let's see what time it is. It is 11:05. She was supposed to be here at 11, but then she said she was going to end up being here at 11:30. So we're going to be running around doing stuff all day. We're going to get a pedicure this morning, which I'm very, very excited about. And so took a shower, did my facial routine, put on a little Louis Vuitton Meteor cologne, so I feel very special today. And I actually have on this new t-shirt that I got. It says "Just for Today," which is a recovery slogan that I got off of Amazon, and I washed it and it shrunk a little bit. You can see as I'm sitting down, it's kind of bunching up underneath here, but it still fits pretty comfortably. And I have one of my new jeans that I bought from Buffalo. And when I bought them waist 34, and I was a little worried about that because when I started this whole weight loss health journey, I think I was about a 38 at that time, 36, 38. Well, okay, way, way, way back in the day, before I had lost any weight, when I was up in the 260s, you know, like 2 years ago, in a pair of Buffalo jeans. They have a stretchy waist. I was about a 40 waist. And then when I lost like 30 pounds, I was like a 38. But that was still tight. Like tight but comfortable, but tight. And then recently I've lost more weight, and so I'm now down to a 34, and I put these on today. I haven't washed them or anything. They're like straight out of the package. I know some people think that's weird, but they're straight out of the package, and I put them on, and they're kind of a little loose, and so I'm like, can I go down to like a 32? Like, I mean, I'm still over 200 pounds. So, but the thing is that they have like a very stretchy waist. So if you're looking for a pair of jeans that has a stretchy waist, I love the Buffalo jeans. I've done a lot of like hauls over here, unboxings of Buffalo jeans. And they have really, really cute jeans, and they are very comfortable. And for me, as somebody that struggles with my weight, they're very comfortable and they fit fantastically. And so I'm like right now at about 34. I could probably go a little bit less, which is crazy. And in these t-shirts, I've been getting an extra large on Amazon, and they've been fitting. This one shrunk a little bit. So when I put it on today, I was like, this is not going to fit. And it, like, actually, when I'm standing up, it fits perfectly. So I was very excited about that. I know it looks like it's a little tight around here, but when I'm standing up, it doesn't look so much like that. It fits, like, perfectly. So anyway, very excited about that. And when I wash these Buffalo jeans, they do, like, shrink up a little bit, but not too much. And the jeans, if you want to buy them on there, the ones that I buy are called Slim Ash. And they don't mean like super slim, they mean just a little bit slimmer. And then they have like different ones. They have like straight on there. I bought the straight ones, but I don't love the straight ones. But you have to look because some of their jeans do not have stretchy waists. But this is not sponsored, but I just love Buffalo jeans so much. So let's talk about my weight loss journey for the last week. Well, it has not been great. I will say this, you know how you hear all these experts say, do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that. And there's a lot of conflicting things about what people say. Even when I do this video today and I share my opinion, there's going to be so many different people that have different opinions about what they think about certain things. And I think that just goes along with like weight loss, healthcare journeys in general. I think that everybody has a different experience for what works for them. Speaking of which, on my vlog last night, if you don't watch my vlog channel, which is called Peter Vlogs, I talked extensively about my opinion about the whole idea of body positivity. It's like a huge discussion. It's been a huge discussion for a long time, and I really just kind of shared my personal experience with it and what I thought about it. And in that, you know, looking through the years at when I was well over 260 pounds all the way down to when I was well below 260 pounds, that my body dysmorphia played a huge effect into how I looked at my body. And so I was never really positive about my body, whether I was below 260 or below 160 or above 260. And so for me, I feel like I wasted a lot of time really being critical of my body and not just loving the body that I was in at that moment, not knowing if I was given tomorrow or not, you know, to enjoy that body. I think, especially since the accident, like, you know, when I do my gratitude list every night, you know, that's one of the first things I always say is thank you for my life, my health, and my sobriety to my higher power. And I really think a lot about that, about my health, and that I'm able to get up every single day and walk around, you know, and heavy or thin, I'm able to do that today. And that's been my story. I don't know about other people's stories with their weight, but that's my story. And, you know, and I have to remember that. And, you know, I did share on there last night about my opinion, and I'm not going to get into what other people think about body positivity and things like that, and I know that it has kind of a negative connotation. I think whenever we talk about body positivity, it always kind of goes to thinking about people that are a little bit heavier, that are just happy in the bodies that they have, you know, and all I can do is I can only share from my experience. And like I said, I went into a lengthy conversation, so I'm not going to get into it over here today, but all I can share is my experience, strength, and hope with that, you know, and what I know is that I wasted a lot of time at many different weights. Some when I was extremely heavy, and some when I was extremely thin and looked emaciated when I see pictures looking back. And in my head, I was never happy with my body, and I was always criticizing my body, and that goes into a lot of my body dysmorphia that I've talked about in past videos over here, and just my body acceptance and things like that, you know. And I've also shared that there were periods of my life when I was really heavy that I just felt like I can't do the work, I can't get healthy, I can't lose weight, I wasn't willing to do it. If I gained a pound or two, I was so down on myself that I just thought, throw in the rag, just be done with it, right? And so I got to points of acceptance in my life where I was just like, well, it's never going to happen anyway, I'm never going to lose any weight, so what's the point? And that acceptance was almost kind of scary and unhealthy for me. Where I'm at today is, like, I believe in loving your body where you're at in that moment. For me, whether I'm over 260 pounds or 160 pounds, loving my body where I'm at in that moment and being appreciative and thankful that I have that body, that I'm able to be mobile and walk around and go to Cousin Fun Day today and put on clothes and whatever that means at whatever weight that is. But at the same time, being considerate of, am I being healthy? Meaning, am I going to get regular checkups with my doctors? You know, I talked in my video last night about how issues with my cholesterol and how, like, my doctors were concerned about my testosterone and things like that. And since I've lost a lot of weight, just naturally, two things have happened. Two things that my doctors were concerned with. One, my testosterone was very, very low. And the other was that they were concerned about me being pre-diabetic. And both of those things, like, my testosterone has naturally, just by losing weight, I haven't done anything else, just by losing weight, has, like, skyrocketed. And they're not really that concerned with me being pre-diabetic anymore. And so, based on my blood results and things like that, my blood tests. And so, for me, it's also about, well, it's mostly about being healthy and taking care of myself, which includes also, and I want to say this because in the last few years, I've had so many friends of mine and people that I know that have passed as a result of health issues related to their teeth that they never thought. You know, I had a friend of mine that had heart issues related to a tooth and things like that. And I think we hear these stories, but until it happens to somebody close to you, you don't really think much about it. And that first person was really who inspired me to, like, you really need to start taking care of your teeth and getting your teeth taken care of. And so that was one of my goals, because it was okay to take care of my body and lose weight and get into shape, but if my teeth were rotted and that was going to affect my heart or other parts of my body and it was going to spread a virus, then what was the point of all of it? And so it's overall health to me. It's preventative medicine. It's preventative health. And that to me is more important than anything. I think, you know, I'm sure a lot of people have heard stories out there, you know, of people that are running every day and are in great shape and they drop of a heart attack. I've known people like that, you know? And so for me, it's not just a number on a scale. It's about making sure that I'm healthy with my doctors and things like that. And I will say that my doctors are continuing to push for me to be under 200 pounds. They really want me to be between 180 and 190 pounds. So that's really my goal, medically. And also, I know that if I was between that weight, that I would be happier with my body as well. So that's my goal that I've been kind of aiming for. You know, I'd love to be around 175, but we'll see. This week was not great. So when I was saying earlier that, like, when you read things, they say certain things, you know, and some apply to you and some don't. Well, one of the things you always hear is they'll say, don't weigh yourself every day. Like, I feel like every nutritionist, every weight person I've ever seen always says, don't weigh yourself every day. Well, For the last, I don't know, 45 years of my life, well, I mean, since middle school, so last 40 years of my life, I've weighed myself every single day. Every single day. In fact, except for like extreme periods, if you look on my Fitness Pal, which I use that app like every single day, I've now like started putting my steps in there as well. I've connected my steps to that. So I've been doing that. I used to log in my food. I haven't been doing that as much lately, but I might get back to that. Because I'm trying to use my Fitness Pal more and more and more because I really like that app a lot. And it's something I've used for like, I don't know, like, I went back and told you my very first weigh-in, so it's been like 12 or 14 years or something like that. I really like it. But I pretty consistently weighed myself for the last 12 or 14 years ever since I started on my Fitness Pal. There's been periods where I haven't, but majority-wise, I have. And it would really be where I would get like over a certain pound, like 255 up and above, that I would just kind of stop weighing myself at some points because it was just too depressing for me to look at the scale. You know, but like a lot of like fitness people, I've had a lot of like, when I had a personal trainer, he would say, don't ever, you know, and that failed miserably because of me, because I wasn't committed to it. But he would say, don't weigh yourself every day. So the last 2 weeks, I've tried to not weigh myself as much, right? And this week especially, I was like, okay, people say not to weigh yourself every single day, just to weigh yourself once a week. I'm going to really try that. I think I weighed myself like every second or every third day this week. My eating was not great this week. I will tell you that it was like one day I ate horribly and ate Cheesecake Factory and ordered food out. One day I ate really, really healthy and walked. That was really the entire last week. It was like one day was real healthy and the next day was not. The last 2 days, yesterday, I didn't eat horrible, but I didn't eat great. The day before I ate very, very healthy, and the day before that I ordered Cheesecake Factory. So it's just been like, it's just been a mess this week. And I don't really, to be honest with you, know what the problem was. I will say this, and I've said this the last couple weeks, me not having snacks and food in this house, I think has really, really helped me a lot. Because I think I would have eaten even more, because I've just been in this kind of like grazing mood, you know? I will say like the warmer temperatures, because it's gotten nicer this last couple days, has really made me want to be healthier and be outside and walk. My walking has also gone to shit this last week. It's been like a day I walk, then a day I don't. A day I walk, and a day I don't. I definitely feel better on the days, I know this now after a couple weeks of doing this, is I definitely feel better after days that I walk, and when I eat better, and when I drink a lot of water, and I get sleep. Last night, I will tell you, because you all know, if you watch my vlog, I struggle with my sleep. I'm on medication through my doctor for sleep. I'm on Doxepin. I used to be on Trazodone, but now I'm on Doxepin. Last night, I went to bed about 1:40, which is very early for me because I knew I had to get up today to get stuff ready and get boo ready and all that kind of stuff. I could not fall asleep to save my life. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was looking at the clock and I was like, what is going on? Like, I literally, like, my sleep is so screwed up. And when I walk, you know, you would think it's better and things like that, but sometimes it is and sometimes it's not. It really has very little to do with my caffeine intake, because sometimes I can drink caffeine and fall asleep right away. Other times I can drink no caffeine and I can't fall asleep. There's no rhyme or reason to it. My doctors have suggested for a while that I get a sleep study. They've wanted me to really do that for a long time, so I think I'm just going to have to go in and do that. But I don't love the idea of laying on a table all night long sleeping. I know that's not what it is. I've had friends of mine that have done it. That's like, Peter, it's really not that bad. But anyway, this week was not great. And I have to tell you, I did not weigh myself the last 2 days. And I was very, very concerned about what my weight was going to be. So I weighed myself this morning. I was 208.2. So I'm exactly a pound heavier than I was last Thursday when I weighed myself. And initially, when I saw the weigh, I was kind of like, oh, like, you gained a pound. But in all honesty, I was like, kind of, what did you expect? Like, you really didn't do shit this week at all. Like, you really hardly ever walked. You didn't really eat that healthy. Even on the days that you ate healthy, you ate high quantities of healthy food. So it wasn't like I ate that healthy. I didn't really stick to my water as much as I did. I didn't really do a whole lot this week, you know? But what I did learn was what doesn't work for me. And that's a powerful lesson, I will say, in its own, that if I really want to lose the weight, I need to keep on track of it. The other thing is that I'm trying to be positive about this morning is like, well, you didn't gain 5 pounds. And for me, it's real easy for me to gain 5 or 6 pounds in a week. I know it sounds crazy, but it is easy for me to do that. So I was like, well, you didn't gain 5 pounds, you know? I will say this as far as like the scale thing. When people say don't weigh yourself every day, I think for me, it actually works to weigh myself every day. I think it keeps me accountable because I know that it's not an accurate weighing. Like, I know when I get on the scale tomorrow, like if it says like I've lost 2 pounds or I've gained 2 pounds, I know that's not accurate, because of like, you know, water weight and things like that, or just what your body, if you've walked the night before, muscle weight, things like that. But at the same time, it kind of like, if I get on the scale tomorrow, and there's been days I've done this where I've like eaten a big meal and I'll get on the scale and I've gained 4 pounds. Like for me, in my head, what that says is you need to be eating healthier today. You need to be more active today. It's kind of like this alert that goes off in my head. So I am going to continue to weigh myself every day because I think that that works for me, and everybody's healthcare journey is different, and that's something that works for me. This not weighing myself is like this mystery, and then I get on the scale and it's nerve-wracking. I would rather know every day and kind of know where I'm at, up or down, and what's working for me and what's not working for me. So this week I gained exactly a pound. The week before, I think, well, I looked on here, the week before I like lost exactly a pound or something like that. Okay, hold on a second. My Fitness Pal. So today I weighed 208.2. Last Thursday I weighed 207.2. So I gained exactly a pound. And then the week before that I weighed 208.8. So I'm still down 0.6 pounds from where I was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, there's a success, Peter. Why don't you focus on that? But I'm, you know, down from that. So it's not like I'm gaining tons back. But, you know, we're getting ready to go to Florida here in a little bit. And I'm kind of nervous about that. I always eat very well. Let's just put it that way. When I'm in Florida, I like to get snacks for the room and things like that. We do walk a lot when we're in Florida, and we're going to a music festival, so I'll be walking and dancing and things like that. So hopefully that'll kind of help a little bit with it. Some people are so nice and encouraging in the comments. They're like, Peter, you always walk a lot, and you're always dancing at the music festival. You're going to be fine. I think I will be. I mean, we walk everywhere when we go to Miami, so I think I'll be fine, but I am worried a little bit about gaining some weight and stuff. But we'll see. Hoping for the best. I'm also not at the point in my life where I'm going to go on vacation. I don't have to eat overboard. Like I said last week, I can take with me the things I've learned, but I'm also not going to go to restaurants I enjoy or eat things I want to eat because, and not enjoy my vacation. I just don't have to eat the whole thing, or you know what I mean? I can eat portions and stuff like that and think smarter. But I'm not going to miss out on part of my vacation. You know, you only live once, and I'm not willing to do that. But I also don't have to have the mentality that I used to have of, like, going overboard and being like, well, you're on vacation, eat everything you want to eat. You know, I don't have to be like that either. So, I don't see this week as a total fail, but I also don't see it as a total success because, you know, I gained a pound. So, anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. A lot of you guys are doing the weight loss journey, the health journey with me. Don't forget to make sure that you're going to see your doctors. That's a really important part of this as well. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.